So what does it mean to be living in time? Let's take the other side first before we come to the other. What does it mean to live in time? Hope, thinking, living in the past, and acting from the knowledge of the past. The images, the illusions, the prejudices, those are all outcome of the past. All that is time. And that is producing in the world chaos.
Yes, well, suppose we say that if you're not living psychologically in time, then you may still order your actions by the watch, but
of course.
The thing is a little puzzling. Say, suppose somebody says, "I'm not living in time, but I must make an appointment." You say,
of course, we can't sit here forever.
That's right. So you say, "I'm looking at the watch, but I'm not psychologically extending how it's going to feel."
Yes.
In the next hour, when I have fulfillment of desire or whatever.
So I'm just saying, the way we are living now is in the field of time.
Yeah.
And there we have brought all kinds of problems, suffering, all that. Right?
Yes, it should be made clear why this produces suffering necessarily. You see that, say, if you live in the field of time, you're saying that suffering is inevitable.
Inevitable.
But could you make it clear simply why?
It's simple, which is, time has built the ego, me, the image of me, sustained by society, by parents, by education, that is built after a million years, that is the result of time. And from there I act.
Toward the future. Right?
Towards the future.
I mean, toward the future psychologically, that is towards some future state of
yes.
Being, right?
Being, which is, the center is always becoming.
Trying to become better.
Better, nobler, or the other way around. Mm-hmm. So all that, this constant endeavor to become something psychologically is factor of time.
Yes, are you saying that produces suffering?
That is obviously. Why? Oh my Lord, why?
There's also...
Because it's simple, it's divisive. It divides me, and so you are different from me.
Yes.
And me, when I depend on somebody, and that somebody is lost or gone, I feel lonely, miserable, unhappy, grief, suffering. All that goes on. So, we are saying, time by any factor of division, which is the very nature of the self, that must inevitably suffer.
Yes, are you saying that it's through time the self is set up, it's organized, and the self introduces division
Yes.
and conflict and suffering?
All the rest of it.
That if there were no psychological time, then maybe this entire structure would collapse.
That's it.
And something entirely different would happen.
That's what I'm saying. And therefore, the brain itself has
well,
broken
then that's
down.
The next step, to say the brain is broken out of that rut.
Yes.
And maybe it could regenerate, but
That's
it doesn't follow logically, but still it could, right?
I think it does follow logically.
Well, it
rationally.
follows logically that it would stop degenerating.
Yes.
And then you're adding further that it would start to regenerate.
Yes. You look skeptical.
Yes, because the whole human predicament is bound to time.
Yes, we know that.
Societies, individuals, the whole structure.
I know.
And it is, as again I want to be, it's so forceful that anything feeble doesn't work here.
Anything
feeble.
What do you mean feeble?
The force of this is so great
Yes.
that if you have to break through,
Yes.
whatever
Yes.
comes must have greater energy.
Yes.
And no individual seems to be able to generate this energy to be able to break through. That's one of the difficulties.
There is not, you've got the wrong end of the stick, if I may point out. When you use the word individual,
A human being.
a human, but you are moved away from the fact that our brain is universal.
Yes, admit that.
There is no individuality.
That brain is conditioned this way.
Yes, we've been through all that. It's conditioned this way through time.
Yeah.
Time is conditioning. Right? It's not time has created the conditioning.
Its very structure is inherent
Yes,
in it.
time itself is the factor of conditioning. So, can that time element not exist? That's psychological we are talking about, not in the ordinary physical time. I say it can. And we said the ending of suffering comes about when the self, which is built up through time, is no longer there. For a man who is actually going through agony, going through a terrible time, he might reject this. He's bound to reject it. But when he comes out of the shock of this, and somebody points out to him, and if he's willing to listen, if he's willing to see the rationality of it, not build wall against it, but see for himself the sanity of it, he's out of that field. Not as the brain is out of that time-binding quality.
Temporarily.
Huh?
Temporarily.
That again, when you use the word temporary, it means time.
No, he slips back into time.
No, you can't. You can't go back if you see something dangerous. Go back to it. You can't. Like a cobra, like a whatever dangerous thing.
The
You
difficulty
cannot.
The difficulty